The regular season wraps up today here in our Madden 23 franchise with the Tennessee Titans. It's a rainy one here in Nashville as the Titans face off against their rivals, the Houston Texans. The Titans at 11-5 have already clinched a playoff spot and the division, so we are playing for seeding. If we win this game, we will guarantee to be one of the top 2 seeds in the AFC, and if we lose, we could finish anywhere between 2 and 4. So because of that, it's a very important game. We're not going to rest our starters. Everybody's going to play. It's been a fun season for us, and I think we are really playing our best football here over the past 7 or 8 weeks. We've only lost once since week 9, and we really shouldn't have lost that game. We completely outplayed Carolina, but obviously still lost. We also finished the last prospect profile in the last episode too, so we've gone through all of the positions now in the draft class, although we still have to see which underclassmen end up declaring. This is what the AFC playoff picture looks like so far. Currently, us and the Chiefs are the only teams to clinch a playoff spot. We can hypothetically pass the Chiefs if we win and they lose, but then if we lose, then who knows? All hell kind of breaks loose because none of the other playoff spots have been clinched. The AFC North is still up for grabs with the Steelers, Bengals, and Ravens all still alive, as is the AFC East with the Bills and New England still battling for that division as well. So let's focus in on this matchup here against the Houston Texans, who are not a great team. They're 6-10. We killed them the first time we played against them. We won 45-14. We could have won by more. We were up by 35 at halftime, and we kind of stopped trying after that. That was Malik Willis's last healthy game where he won the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So we know the Texans pretty well. They're led by Davis Mills, who has not been great this year. I do anticipate they will draft a quarterback high in this year's draft. They only have 3 superstar players, but they're all rookies. They're 3 young, talented players on defense with Octavius Thatcher, Cyrus Okpoko, and Gabe Feldstead. I don't want to undervalue the Texans, and although on paper this is a game we should win, it is an interdivision matchup, plus it's raining, and the weather conditions may neutralize things, and the Texans got killed by us earlier in the year, so they're still playing for some pride, and I think they do really want to win this game, even though their season is over. So it's going to be a tough one. We know what we got to do. If we want a chance at a first-round bye, we've got to win today, and if we lose, then our fate's really going to be up to some of the other teams in the conference in terms of getting a higher seed. So the Texans will open up with the ball, 2nd and 6. Here's Kareem Hunt down the field with blocks, wrapped up by Byard, sliding forward for a gain of 21. When we played against the Texans last year at home, I think the conditions were very similar and ended up being a pretty close and ugly game that the Titans did win, but it wasn't exactly an easy one. Good throw by Mills there. Houston moving the ball down the field pretty nicely to start this game off. The Titans defense has been playing well as of recent, but not a great opening drive here from the defensive unit as Brandon Cooks gets the Texans into the red zone. Davis Mills is now 4 for 4 today. From the 14-yard line, 1st and 10. Mills drops back to throw it on the slant route. He has Paris Campbell tackled in the end zone for a touchdown. A textbook perfect opening drive here for the Houston Texans as they lead 7-0. Here comes the Titans offense with the undrafted rookie Garrett Pace at quarterback, of course playing for the injured Malik Willis as he connects with Scotty Piggins, the first-round wide receiver out of the University of Arizona, who gets it to the 36. 3rd and 4 now from the 42. Pace will go short for Foster Moreau, who's wide open. Bad coverage there by the rookie Gabe Feldstead, who the Texans drafted in the 2nd round. If you remember, Feldstead was nearly a Tennessee Titan, but the Titans obviously chose Cardell Simpson over him. 2nd and 4, a sack for the defense. A couple of rookies. Kermit Cusick, the nose tackle out of Rice, and then Cyrus Okpoko, the 2nd overall pick out of Florida, bringing Pace down. 3rd down, it's a short throw for another rookie, Rocket Reddick, and he is shy of the first down marker. Cyrus Okpoko hurt on the play, but he should be able to return to the game shortly after. So on 4th and 4, the field goal unit comes out. 55-yard try for Randy Bullock, and it is good. He missed 2 kicks in the rain against the Panthers. Luckily, he's able to make this kick in the rain, so that might have been a one-time thing rather than him having real kryptonite of kicking in the rain. So it's now 7-3, 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Houston has it back on 3rd and 5. It's nearly picked. That was McCrary who had it right in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. Nonetheless, it does force a punt, and the Titans get it back. 1st down, Pace up the middle for a wide open man. It's Treylon Burks who gets it to the 47-yard line. So far, so good for Garrett Pace. He's thrown the ball well early in this ball game. 2nd and 8. Pace looks to throw it again. Risky throw, threads the needle perfectly for Scotty Pickens, who gets it to the 32 now. About 20 seconds left to go in the quarter. 1st and 10. Pace looks to throw it here again under pressure, and he is sacked. Cyrus Okpoko Jr. brings him down. We know Okpoko has the potential to be a game wrecker at that edge rusher spot. 7-3 through the first quarter. The Texans look like they're going to make this a battle, so it should be interesting to see how the rest of this game plays out. 3rd and 11. Pace misfires for Foster Moreau. That'll bring the field goal team out. 50-yard attempt for Fat Randy Bullock. He splits the uprights, his second kick of the day from 50-plus yards out, and it is now 7-6. The Houston Texans still lead, but only by 1. So the Texans are now going to get the football back here. They had a really good first drive. Their second one, not so much. Davis Mills on 1st down, going to go up the middle. It is caught by Cooks, who demolishes Cardell Simpson en route to bringing it to the 43. Davis Mills has completed 9 of his first 10 passes. He's been very efficient. And although I do expect the Texans to draft a quarterback, Mills looks good. If nothing else, he could be adding some trade value to himself in the offseason. Nico Collins now gets to the 43 as John Feliciano, one of their offensive linemen, is hurt on the play. But it does look like the Texans are moving it pretty nicely. Once again, the pass game's been really strong for them. Mills on the run with a laser for Paris Campbell. He will get 21 yards, and the Texans are going to continue to keep the chains moving. You know, if the Titans' pass defense is going to struggle against Davis Mills, wait till they play against a real quarterback in the playoffs. Fletcher Cox brings him down for a loss of 14. Unfortunately, they counted that as a run play and not a sack. I don't know why, but they did, so Fletcher Cox loses a sack. 3rd and 10. Mills looks short, and it is broken up in the secondary by Kevin Byard. Good defense there by the Titans, and so Houston's going to have to bring the field goal unit out. This is Austin Seibert looking to make it a 4-point lead here for the Texans with 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter. He drills the kick, and it is now a 10-6 ball game in favor of the Texans. The Titans have had a couple nice drives, but have been unable to find the end zone. His 3rd time's the charm as Robert Woods gets the 1st down. He looked awfully slow trying to make that spin move. Age has really caught up to Robert Woods. Derrick Henry stiff arms the defender. What a nasty run by Derrick Henry. He says, Jalen Petrie, get the hell off me, kiddo. What a run for King Henry following play. Back to Henry. Petrie in front of him. Good night. Jalen Petrie is getting abused on this drive by Derrick Henry. My lord. 2nd and 9. Pace looks to throw it up the middle for Chigo Kakwo. He gets it to the 5. The Titans are marching down the field. It looks like they might finally be able to punch it in. 2nd and goal. The King has entered the castle. A touchdown for Derrick Henry. And the Titans lead for the first time today as it is now 13-10. The Texans get it back under 4 minutes left to go here in the first half. As on 1st down, it's a handoff for Kareem Hunt. Hunt breaks away from the former Texan, Zach Cunningham, and demolishes Juan Thornhill on the sidelines. A big run for Kareem Hunt. Neither team has ran the ball a lot, but they've both ran it well. Hunt in motion. He will line out as a wide out here on 1st down. Mills will look to throw it up the middle. That was a pick. Zach Cunningham had it right in his hands. You got to catch that. I know it's raining, and it's harder to catch the ball. Still, make the play there, man. 2nd and 10. Fumble! Harold Landry, the defensive player of the year favorite, rips it away. It's picked up by the big fella, Fletcher Cox, who could go all the way. Not quite. He's tackled at the 2 by Mills. However, the Titans will score in the very next play, so it doesn't matter. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 1 rushing, 1 receiving, helping his fantasy owners out in their fantasy championships as it's now 20-10. The Titans extend their lead. Tennessee looked a little shaky early, but now they're really starting to play well. We'll see if they can keep it up here as Mills' pass is somehow caught by John Mechie III, the 2nd-year pro out of the University of Alabama. 3rd and 10 now at the 43. Kareem Hunt is in motion. Mills finds himself alone in the backfield with just over a minute left in the half. Mills looks to throw, and he goes short for Max Williams, who crushes Kevin Byard. Oh, my Lord, still on his feet. He broke like 3 tackles on that play. My goodness. Davis Mills is continuing to really play well here in this first half. He has been very, very impressive. Under a minute to go in the half. Mills up the middle for a wide open man. It's John Mechie again, breaking tackles all the way to the 5. Huge play there for the Texans, and now all they've got to do is punch it in. First and goal. Mills looks to throw it under pressure, and he is sacked. David Lawn brings him down, the talented linebacker. It looked like Harold Landry was there in the backfield as well. Now a third and goal from the 18. 42 seconds to go. Mills looks to throw it under a little bit of pressure, under a lot of pressure, and Harold Landry is there to bring him down. Harold Landry is that dude, and he has been dominant all season long. A true game record for this Titans defense. So that'll bring out the field goal team. 50-yard kick for Seibert, and it is short. Short from 51. Gotta make that kick. So it'll remain 20-10, and the Titans will get the ball back with some time. So with 30 seconds and 2 timeouts, can the Titans drive down the field and extend their lead? As pace goes up the middle for Derrick Henry, the Titans are now in field goal range as he gets to 36, and the Titans call their second timeout of the half. Only 23 more seconds. We'll see what they can do with it here. I'm sure they'd love to make it a 3-possession lead. Pace looking to throw it up the middle, and it is caught, but by the defense. Jalen Petrie with the interception, ripping it away from Scotty Piggins. A great play there by Petrie, the former second-rounder out of the University of Baylor. Despite the late turnover, Tennessee is currently on top 20-10 going into halftime. Pretty close game here. This one is still certainly far from over, however. Let's take a look at the halftime report, check out some of the games with playoff implications in both conferences, as we start with the Falcons and the Colts. Indianapolis is already out, but the Falcons have a real shot at an NFC wildcard spot, but it's the Colts currently on top 14-10. Jimmy Garoppolo is playing really well right now. He has more touchdowns than incompletions. I think it would benefit us if Atlanta won this game, if they can maybe get one of those playoff spots and knock the Rams out. That would be beneficial because we own the Rams draft pick, so go Falcons. The Cincinnati Bengals are also fighting for a playoff spot. Joe Burrow knows they need to win, and he has taken that personally. The Bengals have scored 28 points here in the first half. They lead Cleveland 28-14. If the Bengals win, they're probably in. If they lose, they're probably out. So the stakes are very high for them. As for Cleveland, they are already eliminated. Deshaun Watson with his favorite number of passing yards, 69. How fitting. And then finally, a very important game for us. The Steelers playing against the Ravens in typical Pittsburgh versus Baltimore fashion. Very low scoring, currently tied at 7. We need Baltimore to win this game because the Steelers had the head-to-head tiebreaker over us. So if the Steelers were to win this game and we were to lose today against the Texans, then the Steelers could pass us. If we beat the Texans, then it doesn't really matter, but just to have that angle covered, it would benefit us if the Ravens ended up winning that game. If the Steelers win, they clinch the division. If not, it could go to Baltimore or Cincinnati. So that brings us to the second half. We're probably going to be running the ball a lot, assuming we hold on to our lead, but I still want to see more reps out of Garrett Pace, continue to get him acclimated into the offense and ready for the playoffs. And then on defense, going to stop the pass because they have been throwing the ball really well. Davis Mills has a perfect passer rating within the intermediate game, and well, that's not good. So the Titans open up with the ball. Short throw up the middle on the first play from scrimmage. Goes for a gain of 20 from Garrett Pace over to Robert Woods. Other than the interception, I feel like Garrett Pace has played a pretty good game today. He looks comfortable, confident, making good throws like that one over to McCall Hardman, who gets it to the 37-yard line. Following play, Pace looks to throw it under pressure, and he is sacked. Cyrus Okpoko Jr. now has 2.5 sacks on the day. He's been a little bit inconsistent here his rookie year, but is really playing well here against our Titans. Third down, Pace heaves it up into traffic and is intercepted by Logan Ryan. Typical rookie mistake. He was trying to do a little bit too much there rather than just throwing it away, and it backfires big time. In the 4 starts that Garrett Pace has made since Malik Willis's injury, Pace has only been intercepted twice. He has now doubled that total on the last 2 drives. The Texans have it back, 3rd and 7. Mills with a prayer downfield, and it's caught by John Mechie. There is a flag, but I don't think it's going to really matter. It's a roughing the passer against Harold Landry. If Mechie didn't catch that ball, I think Landry would be getting a mouthful from the sideline because it would have been an automatic first down. Instead, the Texans just move up 5 yards. 1st and goal. Mills looks to throw it, and it is nearly intercepted. Byard drops the pick. These Titans defenders have stones on their hands today. And then on 3rd and goal, it's John Mechie on the slant route with the touchdown. Don't look now, but the Houston Texans are only down by 3. I told you guys, this is not a gimme game. 20-17. Tennessee with it back, 3rd and 11. Pace misfires. Garrett Pace was really playing well through the first quarter and a half, but now he's not doing too hot as the Texans have a shot to take the lead on this possession. Paris Campbell with the first down conversion to the Tennessee 43. Good throw by Davis Mills, who continues to really carve up this Titans defense. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing getting carved up by Davis Mills. Now from the 43-yard line, first down, Mills with a strike short, back to Paris Campbell, who is dominating today. He has been cooking Christian Fulton all game long. Fulton really not having a good day. On 3rd and inches, Mills is incomplete, but there's another flag. You got to avoid the late hits on the quarterback, especially on 3rd down. This time it's Fletcher Cox, and unlike the last roughing penalty, this one's really going to matter because the Texans get a new set of downs. Now a 2nd and goal from the 10. Mills looks to throw it, and he is sacked. David Lorne now with 1.5 sacks on the day, coming in through the edge on the blitz, forcing a loss of about 8. 3rd down and goal from the 18 now for the Texans, 3rd and long. Mills looks to throw it, has time in the pocket, and it is picked off. Kevin Byard with the interception, and Tennessee forces a turnover in the red zone. A big play by the all-pro safety, Kevin Byard, coming down with a diving, acrobatic interception. The Titans have dropped multiple picks today. It's about damn time they actually held on to one. So a huge turnover in the red zone forced by the Titans defense, and they will hold on to their lead. From the 9, it's a read option, and Pace loses 3. Jonathan Grenner brings him down. Not a good start to the drive. 3rd and 7 now. Pace has to watch out for the safety as he gets it over to Scotty Piggins, who gains 11. Good throw and catch there by the rookie duo, Pace and Piggins. 3rd and 7 now again. Risky throw broken up by Gabe Feldstedt. He should have caught that. That'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. The Titans offense, not a good quarter of football at all for them, but they still have the lead 20-17 thanks to a late interception by Kevin Byard. Good 3rd down conversion there by Mills over to Paris Campbell again. Campbell has been one of the best players on the field today. He has been phenomenal. 2nd and 10, short throw to guess who? Paris Campbell, who gets it to the 19-yard line, pushed out of bounds quickly, but the Texans have it now in the red zone as they look to take this lead back once and for all. From the 19-yard line on 1st down, Mills looks to throw it. His pass is caught by Cooks, who's had a pretty quiet day today. Although the Titans' cornerbacks have been pretty bad in this game, Cardell Simpson is really holding his own against Brandon Cooks. The problem is the other receivers are all playing really well. On 1st down, it's a handoff to Kareem Hunt, breaking tackles, in for a touchdown, and the Houston Texans are back on top 24-20. The Titans, for the most part, have gotten dominated in the second half. The Texans have had 2 touchdown drives, nearly a third, if not for the turnover. And then the Titans' offense has been a disaster since halftime. Looking to change that here. A big run for Derrick Henry, pushed out of bounds by Feldstedt and Petrie as Malik Collins, the big defensive tackle, is hurt on the play. Under 5.5 minutes to go now. Pace looks to go up the middle on 1st down. It's caught by Scotty Piggins, who's having a great game for Tennessee. He is going to get it to the 29 as Ross Blacklock is now hurt for Houston. 3rd and 2. King Henry with the handoff up the middle, and he does not get it. Nice stop by the Houston defense, making it an interesting 4th and short. With the Titans being down by 4, they're going to go for it. Back to Henry, and he is stopped yet again. Octavius Thatcher, the rookie linebacker, makes the play. As now Kermit Cusick is hurt. The Texans are getting all of their defenders injured right now. Thank goodness for them. These are the last 3.5 minutes of their season because the injuries are starting to pile on. Here's Paris Campbell with a really nice play after the catch, again on 3rd down. The Texans have been really good on 3rd down today. Mills often going underneath for Paris Campbell, who continues to make plays out of the slot. 3:15 to go. Mills with a rocket downfield. It's caught by John Mechie, and he is gone for a 47-yard touchdown. And the Texans lead by 2 scores with about 3 minutes to go. This has gone downhill really fast for Tennessee. 3rd and 10. There is guess who? Scotty Piggins yet again. He's been the Titans' best player today. On 1st down, back to Scotty. Another 1st down for the rookie out of Arizona. He legitimately has been one of the 10 to 15 best receivers in football as a rookie. On 2nd down, Pace is sacked. Another play by Cyrus Okpoko, who now has 3 total sacks on the day. We've made it to the 2-minute warning as it's now a 3rd and 19. Pace goes short for McCole Hardman, who is out of bounds quickly. Good play after the catch. The thought process by going short is that the Titans are in a 2-down situation, meaning that they are going to go for it on 4th down. Handoff for Derrick Henry, and he is stopped again. The Titans have ran it twice on 4th down here in the last few minutes, and the Texans have read the play both times. So now Houston's going to look to finish this game for good. On 1st down, it's a handoff for Kareem Hunt. He gets about 5 as Max Williams is hurt for Houston, forcing them to call a timeout. The Texans are getting absolutely screwed with these injuries today, yet they're still winning. 2nd and 5, handoff for Hunt, leveled by Byard, and the Titans will finally use their first timeout. That'll make it a 3rd and 3. Big play here. Tennessee's got to get a stop. We'll see if Houston can convert. Mills looks to throw it, has some time, and he misfires. So the Titans only have to use 1 timeout on that drive, and they'll get it back on offense. 2nd and 10, there's Scotty Pickens again. He brings it to midfield. Tennessee trying to move quickly without using those timeouts. On 1st down, Pickens with a ridiculous contested catch. Throw it up to number 1 because he's going to make a play. 3rd and 10. Contact as Pickens is not going to be able to come down with it. Could have argued that should have been a defensive pass interference. On 4th and 10, the Titans are going to go for it. This is definitely the game. Pace looks for the corner for Pickens, and it is incomplete. And so the Houston Texans will win it 31-20. The Titans played horribly in the second half, getting outscored at 21-0. The pass defense was a train wreck today. If they played this badly against Davis Mills, what's going to happen in the wild card round against a real quarterback like Justin Herbert or Joe Burrow or Russell Wilson? So with this loss, the Kansas City Chiefs officially clinched the number 1 seed in the AFC, and this means the Titans will be playing on Wild Card Weekend. It's just a matter of if they can stay at 2 or if they're going to move down to 3 or 4. A rough loss here, and I think there are some concerns with this team going into the first round of the playoffs. So we've got to clean some things up, or else we very well could be one and done with a loaded slate of AFC wildcard teams ahead. I think regardless of who we play, we're going to be the underdog. I mean, we've got an undrafted rookie at quarterback. I don't think a lot of people believe in us right now. So going into these playoffs, it's time to prove people wrong. And right now, we've got to prove ourselves right because, well, we played like garbage in the second half. Davis Mills was a rock star out there. He really threw the ball well. Garrett Pace, I think, was better than his passer rating suggests. The 2 turnovers were bad, but he had some really good throws in the first half, I think. Neither team ran the ball a whole lot. We're definitely going to lean on the run game once we get to the playoffs, but I want to keep Derrick Henry as fresh as possible going into the playoffs, and I also wanted to get Garrett Pace as many reps as possible. Shout out Scotty Pickens. He balled out. None of the other receivers for us were really all that good, although John Mechie and Paris Campbell were phenomenal for the Texans. And then defensively, really did not play very well today. The pass rush was fine. We were able to force the interception by Kevin Byard, but we got to do a better job of holding on to interceptions. And then the pass defense, again, really was not very good today. So we finished the season 11-6, obviously winning the division. Overall, a very successful season for us. So now it's time to see who we will be playing against in the postseason. Here's a look at all the results around the league. The Steelers won. That's not good. And then the Patriots beat the Chiefs. So both the Steelers and the Patriots jump us, meaning that we will be the 4th seed in the conference facing off against the best wild card. The Rams lost, but they still got a playoff spot, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. The players of the week go to Aaron Rodgers, Trevor Lawrence, Leighton Vander Esch, and Khalil Mack, who leads our first-round opponent, the Los Angeles Chargers, into battle. So the Chargers ended up getting the 5 seed, with the Broncos getting the 6 seed, and the Bengals getting the 7 seed, with Baltimore and Buffalo now out. So we've got a really tough matchup here against the Chargers, who are one of the hottest teams in the NFL. I think we really got unlucky with our matchup. I would have way rather had played one of the other wildcard teams because they're not playing as well as LA is. Here are the NFC standings led by the 16-1 Dallas Cowboys. Despite losing, the Rams unfortunately got in, so that means their pick will probably be somewhere in the 20s. Let's talk about this Chargers team. They did not play well to start the year. We beat them back in week 4, but they have been on fire as of recently. They have not lost since week 11, and they have scored at least 30-plus points in all those games. They've scored 52 last week against the Raiders. So quite frankly, this is the hottest team in the NFL. So we are in a whole lot of trouble. They are, of course, led by Justin Herbert, who had a great season. They have a phenomenal roster, plenty of offensive playmakers, a lot of studs on defense. I think we're going to be heavy underdogs going into this game. The Chargers are playing better football right now than we are. The roster's probably a little bit better, if I'm going to be honest. So not a lot of people believe in us, but as long as we believe in ourselves, that doesn't really matter. So hopefully we can go out, beat the Chargers here on Wild Card Weekend, and keep our season alive. That'll be in the next episode as a live premiere, probably on Friday or Saturday of this week, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Hope everybody enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out. Tighten up.